Hello everybody, welcome back. Thank you once again for tuning in. I'm playing Slay the Spire 2 and today we are playing a run on the Necrobinder on Ascensions 5 where we have Ascender's Bane. Let's get right into it. Let's hope for a good win here and let's have a fun time, shall we? Alright. I'm not the biggest Lost Coffer large capsule fan. File hoster is good for immediate power. We can swing like a immediate elite line, but no, this is so bad. And then here, this looks okay, pretty good actually. And then we could swing a triple, maybe? Question mark? Swing a triple? Seems like a good idea, or if I'm really feeling a little baby's first mode, I go double rest into even just a double, I think it's good. Is the right line any good? We can go for the Trail of Mysteries. But I feel like the left here is just so appealing, right? Not really. Like considering we don't really need. I would say this is a very like you don't need any media power here, so maybe you could just go for just a large capsule idea, two additional relics, additional strike and defend. I mean, like having a bigger deck is pretty bad, but two relics is pretty good. What do I get? Centennial Puzzle and Stonecracker, pretty good value. So we'll see. Let's go left. Let's go left. I think left is good. I'm just gonna bodyguard here, and then here's some immediate value off the Stonecracker. Just having a better strike and defend makes things move a little sweeter. This is unlucky for me, but that's okay. Take some, not even any. But yes, let's do it this way. Osty will live here. And let's keep going. Pretty good. Anything good? Well, I'm not really in love with not a big believer in any of these cards. A Grave Blast is good, but this early, like 4 damage, like what do I want? Maybe just a poke? Or is Negative Pulse just like more value? It's pretty much like kind of quasi block 5 deal sets, like a, you know? Lethality, or I could pay to get rid of one of the strikes that got put into my deck. Lethality is pretty nice. I'll take the lethality. Why not? Hopefully, this choice isn't gonna come back to bite me, but lethality is pretty nice, and it opens us up into like some other ideas later down the line, like one big attack, like lethality into Eradicator Squeeze, or lethality into anything else, you know? And you know, a little bit of damage here, which is nice. I'm tempted to click another lethality, but I think Drain Power just might be good, considering the fact their deck's a little bit bigger. I'm not the biggest believer in Sword of Stone, but oh, let's just get the money. Like we're not like if we had like Eradicator multi-hit ideas, then maybe I could consider it. But I'm not huge biggest fan of that, so we'll just keep going. I should have played. Forgot. I should have played Bodyguard Defend first before those ideas. But yeah, I'm gonna strike here. I'll take no damage because Osty is the biggest boy. And we'll just keep going. One off lethal is a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? See, this is the correct ordering. Not that it matters, but that's the correct ordering to play it last. Gale Piercer, Defier, or and I'm happy to just take a Defy here, considering I feel like our scaling's pretty okay with them. Like if we get this drain power online, I like to like upgrade it early. The idea here. Well, let's see what this event is first, and then we'll decide. 19 HP, fight some enemies. I don't hate the idea. Because this sets us up. It gives us an extra card reward, right? And at the worst... I don't need to plot here, I think. I think I could just get away with double defending and then... see how it goes. Let's see here. Like Negative Pulse I'd like to play, probably. Like, I get bodyguard. Bodyguard for 7. Lethality into killing this dude, and then Osti will die. Or I could drain power killing this dude into... Yeah, maybe... Well, firstly, I'll just do this. Upgrade some stuff into our deck. And then how do we want to play this? Maybe just like negative pulse here into... Probably just do it on that guy. Take a little bit of damage. It's okay. Defend and do 18. It's better to just double defend and then like do this on this guy. So this guy will definitely die and I block the most amount of damage. Because why did I take this combat if I was gonna... Okay, this guy will die. Nice. I'll take no damage. The point was just to get the health going, right? But what do we got? Veil Piercer again. It really wants me to take a Veil Piercer, but I kind of don't want it. Maybe it's just good. Because maybe, like, what if this is, like, Bygone Effigy or Terror... Not Terror. I can't even remember what, like, biome we're in, but obviously we're going to take this here. Probably Parasite. Not the best, but not the worst either. I think, do I just want to maximize damage here? Okay. Veil Piercer, yeah. Just triple defend here. This one, and to get some scaling going. Alright. I got lethality. So I can definitely, yeah, I think I just have to kill this guy this turn. And then look, deja vu. Here we are again. Bodyguard. My Unleash will one-shot one of these guys. I have to one-shot one of these smaller boys because they're going to be a bit of a pain. And then just do this. Does this stay between turns? Yes, it does. It's nuts. Absolutely cuckoo bananas. I'll take some damage here, but that's completely fine, I think. And as we spoke about, it's best to just play your drain power last, and then hope that it upgrades something good. It was a bit suboptimal that I had to play the other bit there, but yeah, this is okay. Bing, bing. He'll deal damage to me, but will die to the Doom, and then that's fine. Rico Pillow's excellent. I think we have negative pulse and defy and some sort of like ideas. I don't hate the idea of misery. Well, like high five's pretty okay, but not really an Osti deck at the moment, and maybe just getting the misery to kind of have quasi answer to multi-enemy combats is good. I really enjoy the well, an advanced hallway is unfavorable, but what can you do? Should have done Veil Piercer there. That was my draw. Yeah, completely Veil Piercer, and then I could have played Defy for free there. But hopefully it's not going to matter. It's going to matter a little bit. Can I save some HP here? If I drink this potion. End of days. At the very least the bug will die. Lethality just to get through this fight a bit faster. Aussie will take some damage, but that's alright. Yeah, this is again, yeah, here it is. And then we'll get through this at the cost of a pot. Duplicator is fun. I take a poke. Sculpting Strike to just maybe ethereal these defense. I don't really want to click anything more into my deck. I feel like my damage is pretty good. Maybe just Afterlife is okay. It exhausts, so it doesn't really materially make our deck bigger, right? But yes. Let's see, this is the correct sequencing, right? Into Defy, into this, into Drain Power. Upgrade those two. Get a little bit of scaling going. Maybe just double defend here into maybe 19 Berdonis. Like a duplicator here. Maybe I want to save duplicator for Bygone Effigy because I am taking this obviously. Do that. Ouch. Lethality. Just block twice here. Then maybe I can swing something good. Yeah, okay. Let's go for that. I think that's fine. And then this guy should be falling over pretty darn quick. Do I want another negative pulse? It's kind of like my quasi AoE answer, I suppose. Let's just take it. I think I can greed for a rest here. Probably greeding for... Really, that goes up to 11. It's pretty good. But yeah, I think it's obviously like lethality, right? Bygone Effigy, here you are. And obviously we play our attacks in order of ascending order of damage to maximize the output. This one first, that one, into that one, into that one. Okay, he's gonna be doing a lot. Ooh, this works on lethality as well. Actually, you know, Veil Piercer, not so bad actually. Like, if I have Demesne in hand, I could Veil Piercer into Demesne. Never really thought about that interaction. I guess I just never truly pick it. But we're learning things together today, so just block some damage here. Wait for. Okay, goodbye, Aussie. Maybe that was control. Maybe it's just time to just commit to taking some damage. I just have the duplicator here. Neko, End of Days. I'll take it. So quasi doom idea with Misery, End of Days, and 2 negative pulses. Another advanced hallway. Very unfortunate, but I think I'm okay with that, right? If we're going for like a idea where we're going for doom, I guess we're looking to block most of everything then, and then just apply doom and then misery. Lethality and then misery, and this guy will deal some damage to me, but he will die. Bing. I do like Putrefy, but like it's not really. Maybe just Scourge fits into our game plan better, and it's a bit of it's a cantrip that replaces itself, so like hard neutral. Okay. All right, so this is pretty good, right? All right. Okay, I'm pretty, actually pretty pleased with how much, I didn't really think that far ahead. I was just like, oh, wait, if I just, End of Days into Misery, this, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that guy's insta-dead, so. You know what, no need to take that much damage here. I can just chill for a bit. We've outpaced this fight by quite a bit, I would say. Then it's got a little weaker. I'll kill your little buddy soon with the 2 pitchforks, and then you'll be next. And then, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're Doom deck again. But a little bit of a different flavor of Doom deck, you know? There goes my end of days. But that's alright. Triple defend here. You can keep chucking stuff at me, mate, but it's not gonna matter, I think. Now what, like, obviously we need, like, no escapes, but is there any other cards that are good in this, sort of archetype? I wonder. Scourge. Into, you're getting doomed this turn, sir. Goodbye. Devour life. Seance. Sacrifice. I like Seance because as a, like a value piece, I can get rid of the strikes. And these other two are like not very inspiring. I would say Orbis. Not Orbis. You want to give me the shrimp again? A little shrimp on the bobby? Like, okay, we don't say that in Australia, by the way. Complete nonsense statement propagated by the Americans. But yes. Maybe here? This is pretty average though. 1, 2, 3 elite here into, but then like it's either, if things go really really bad, I'm forced into either 3 advanced hallways or in an elite. I think right is more conservative, like the start is a bit. What about going through the middle is bad? I think right is probably better. It's more flexible. 4 things or 6 random cards. I'm not really like an Austie deck, and alchemical coffers, I do like it, but maybe we just take 6 random upgrades, and then there's a good chance we hit like Misery or Seance or End of Days, or the worst case it upgrades like 6 basic cards. Okay, let's roll the dice. Okay, 3 basic cards, and then yeah. We fucking low rolled, boys. 99% of gamblers, and I fucking lost. Alright, this is fine though. This is a fight made for a guy like me. A guy like my deck anyway. I just have to stall until I hit End of Days and the fight's over. Afterlife into just defend twice. Like in Misery here. Negative pulse. Yeah. I don't want to be taking that much damage. So I will just kill one of them, and then the other one will fall to Doom. And then, yeah, well, End of Days was just in the bottom of my draw pile or what? We didn't take like any damage, so I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe Countdown. Countdown is like good. It gives us some inevitability. But Spur Plus. Kind of like Spur Plus. I like the idea of it. Because hopefully we just block everything and make Aussie huge. It's kind of like a backup game plan. What are you stealing from me? My Spur Plus? I literally just got that, man. Can I have that back? Or... Alright. Okay, this is where the extra strikes and defense really make it not great, but I can just End of Days you right now. And you will give back my Spur Plus. Necrobinder. Oil is not really great. Reg, I like. It's a good utility card in general. This is okay, probably. Let's do El Pierce and then the Seance. One of these strikes out. Negative pulse into Scourge. And retain this. In lethality, drain power. Into defend. Ouch, ouch. We'll take some damage here, but that's part and parcel. And then this into summoning 9. Alright. Things are not going as well as I would hope. But fear not. Things are okay. This into Defy, into maybe just one of these. Get rid of one of these. Put a soul into my hand. Let's see what we draw first. Yeah, this is okay. And not the cleanest fight, but it kind of worked out. We don't block all that well. We don't block all that well. Okay, Deathbringer. Much better. Let's do that. And let's keep going. Yeah, this is a, like, surely just a Deathbringer negative pulse misery angle. Double defend into, or just maybe just triple. Ouch. Fair enough to you, sir. Scourge. Defend negative pulse. I'm okay to let the lethality go. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not really a lethality deck, am I? So. Any moment now. Any moment now, you're gonna die. In fact, the moment is right now. Bone shards. 9 damage to everything, 9 block, or do I just click another negative pulse into my deck? Let's see. Now, what do we have here? Maybe a friendship is generally good since I'm not gonna be doing much of anything. I think I'd do. I don't know if I'm strong enough to take like a lava lamp and get the value out of it. White beast statue. If I took alchemical coffers, then of course I'd be taking white beast statue, but I think obviously I want to remove as many of these things as possible. I want that. Now, do I take white beast statue or do I take just like primarily I'm trying to just block everything, right? So maybe I think Dirge is okay. And why not? Why not? Let's just take white beast statue and then we can have a potion every turn. I'm just gonna probably smith this end of days here. Make that good. All those rewards. Excellent. Do I want automation? Kind of quasi energy ideas. Sure, let's take an automation. Deathbringer negative pulse, okay. Sure. And then, like, what about my other negative pulses? How many negative pulses do I have? A to Z. This should. Okay, 2 of my negative pulses are still unupgraded, which is unfortunate for me, but I will just heal here because I want the biggest chance of getting double elite line. This my matchups are really good into Decimillipede. I just need to play a bit patient here, and then they should fall over. Usually, I'm crying about like, oh, I drafted no AoE, but like, my deck is only AoE actually. And then, yeah, I am still just gonna eat a little bit of damage here though, but you live and you learn. Goodbye strikes. At least I get Centennial Puzzle to hopefully draw me into exactly this. How did Demise? They didn't end up using a potion. Oopsie. Grave Warden Plus. Take it. If I could get no escapes. No, I just got that. I also just got that. Can I... Okay, I can't take any more damage. My bad. Okay, my bad. That's what I get for greeting. I should have just, like, gotten rid of the Veil Piercer. Uh-huh. This guy... Transformer Strikeout. Am I about to... Yeah, I'm about to just eat it. Soul? Purity. Okay. I just have to think a little bit. I should have exhausted those strikes. Reduction. Two. Three. Make Aussie a bit bigger. Get Ultimate Strike. Negative Pulse still. Can I draw into block? Negative Pulse again. Into this, and then I can be pretty happy with that. Okay, our deck is like working okay. Probably just a Death March here. All the Void. This one. That one, and then he will fall over. Doomed! No problem at all. Okay, shop. No escape, yes. I have to get it. I can't get Death's Door. If I could get Death's Door as well, that'd be like crazy value, but now we might actually have a plan. Okay, Kaiser Crab with 2 mitts, but I do have a Misery in my deck, and I am doomed, so not that bad, actually. Do I just commit to playing this here, and then, yeah, turn around that way? With the idea of, like, eventually just, fucking memeing this guy? Okay. I do want to turn around. Just take a little bit less damage. When I draw my Misery, you're all gonna be sorry. There it is. Then, yep. Obviously, I want to kill the guy on the right first, because the guy on the left first, because he buffs himself over time. This guy on the right is a bit easier to deal with. Let's do that, and then everything's completely fine, I think. And then hopefully this guy will fall over without too much issue. Do this and then Dersh. I'd be pretty happy with that. That is doing a lot to me. We just do 1, 2. Like 3 and then 4. Just block things. Deathbringer. Bodyguard, drain power to scale a little bit more, but okay, he's gonna do the big hit. That's pretty scary. Let's see if we can draw into more block ideas. We can. And then there is no escape. 85 doom. Wish I had like this guy's just completely doomed to die. Call of the Void. Call of the Void is pretty like, we kind of don't do anything, so maybe having Call of the Void is nice. Or do we go Necro Mastery? Nah. Such a fringe card. Devour Life. I like Call of the Void better just on principle. Like, it gives you more options, and then it'll just exhaust if it's bad, so I'd never have to play it if I don't want to. Maybe just keep going here. And then go for this sort of idea. Very conservative, right? But I don't know. I feel plenty strong against test subject. Maybe my deck is a bit slow for that. Six cards. I could transform 6 strikes. 6 strikes and 2 defense. Whistle. Or upgrading. I mean, I'm getting a fair amount of question marks, so there's a chance I might get that one where he like does nothing, or like take exhaust off a card is what I'm trying to say, and then I could like Tanx Whistle all the time. I've never taken Tanx Whistle. Maybe I just take it. Why not? Seems cool. You're coming with me, Tanx. You and I are going places. Okay. I just want to do this maybe, and then just weak this guy on the right. Save a little bit of HP. Negative pulse. Into negative pulse. Into defy. And then we can be pretty happy with the fact that this fight is over. Grave Blast is what I'm looking for. Grave Blast Plus especially. I'm not allowed to reject. Yeah, sure. I'll take 2 random relics. Forget and Venerable Tea set. I will have to remove the Regret though. The Regret is a bit of a killer, but small price play is pretty much 100 gold for 2 thingos. I don't need to click anything else here. Do I want a potion? I have White Beast statues, okay. Oh, here it is. This is what I'm saying. Tanx, you're coming with me. Us against the world. Are gonna be doing stuff to us. I think it's safest to just set up Doom here, because then I can just hopefully scale faster. Then he can do shit to me. Can I see more cards? Then I will do that one. And then this is that. Yikes. The real beginner hand. And by beginning like hand, I mean like I just pick up strikes. Where's my Tanx whistle? Tanx! I need you! Oh, buddy, come on. I need you the most. You're at the bottom of my draw pile. Okay, there you go. And he's stunned, and yeah. Bone Brew. Get more card draw. Let's see here. I'll be just I kind of want to like retain Dredge, right? In case like there's a turn where I have like I'm gonna get hit by a lot and I just need Tanx to just like come in and save me. Get this valley immediately. All the void. Ouch. Unsettling lamp. Okay, we get 50% off Rugwad. Look, I feel like we're not gonna get anything cool in the last shop, so is there any way I can buy more than one here? No. I'm a bit too poor for that. But I guess Happy Flower is pretty nice. Oh well. I can buy one Grave Blast, sure. I'll take it so I can. Alright, this into that. This. Yeah. Putrefy, lovely, and Tanx's Whistle. Please stun this guy for a little bit. Friendship. Veil Piercer. Put that into the reef. This way, like, I need the friendship because if I, like, for example, if I Grave Blast here to get the Tank's Whistle back, I need enough mana to be able to play it. And like if I like a Dredge here to get Tank's Whistle and no escape, and then Urge, it doesn't matter. I can at least like Tanx him again and then do this. This is pretty fun actually. Like I kind of half picked the Tanks' Whistle and the with the idea like, oh, maybe I could find a way to get the exhaust off it, but lo and behold, it actually worked. So, am I the genius of the world or question mark? Negative pulses here. Negative pulse. Invoke, defend, and then misery. Yikes. Spirit of Ash. Let's see. I think probably just this. Into this. Into this. Get my Grave Warden back. It's all fine. And then, sure, Spirit of the Ash. Well, this guy's dead anyway. Okay. Delay, why not? And then just rest here, and then we can have 2 potions into test subject. Full HP, 2 potions, pretty happy. Not happy with this opening hand though. That's alright. I can heal Aussie back up a little bit here. think this into that into this. I'll take a. My Aussie will take a little bit of damage here, but I think that's okay. $26. Is there any way I can reduce damage? I really don't want to be taking all this damage. Or do I just try and set up here? Oh, we don't got another fight. Nowhere else to be, really. So... do I delay? Well... I think I just kill this guy immediately and then just, set up some stuff. Because Tanx... I'm likely going to draw into Tanx soon, right? Right? Alright. What do I do here? Draw one? See? I'll probably just have to pull aggro and then... really Tanx is at the bottom of my deck. The worst case scenario. Do have to just do this here. Dersh. And then I have to do this again to whistle. And there's like probably like no escape and then Spur. And then I want to play whistle, so it goes... Now I want to draw souls to reshuffle my draw pile so that when I whistle, like it'll be into my thing, so I can like I can grave blast it back into my hand if necessary. I think is the idea. So I draw first and then whistle and then apply some doom. Okay. I'm still taking 40. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Is there a way to... oh yeah, I can end of days this guy and he will die. Just gotta make sure my math is correct. Yeah. Very close, but by the skin of our teeth we make it. You'll do 30. It's pretty much free, right? Oh, shoot. I miscalculated. It's okay. This is where the Tanx value comes in handy. Now, what I want to do here, probably whistle into drain power. Okay, and I'm taking a lot of damage now. Into this, just so I can draw into Tanx a bit more often. Alright. Not exactly my draw of dreams, but maybe just negative pulse. Unleash. Veil Piercer, this. Grave Blast. my negative pulse. Negative pulse here again, and then... Alright, we're not out of the woods yet. Thankfully, I can just, I can whistle this turn, just block it. And apply some Doom. Okay. Alright. Right, that's how that works. 87 damage. Or do I do this into, yeah. And then I'll take some damage, but I'll live. And then there we go. Pretty happy with that. I think that was heaps cool, don't you think? Our whole game plan just suddenly warped into, oh, you know what? Tanx's whistle seems pretty good. And then what if we hypothetically, what if we could just get the exhaust off it? And then we did exactly that, and it was like, oh my god, I have 2 Grave Blasts and a Dredge to my deck, and I can just perma Stunlock the boss. But yeah, that was one of the more unique runs I've had. I'm pretty happy with that. But unfortunately, it is for naught because I'm just going to become a bag of bones yet again. But I'm pretty damn pleased with that. That's a nice thing about like low ascension. You can kind of like theory craft about like, ooh, well, what if I could get the dream combo? What if I could just get the dream combo? But yeah, no, completely pleased with that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're safe. I hope good things happen to you, and I'll see you later.